First, it is a good idea to level your frame. If your carriage tends to move on its own, either left to right or front to back, lengthen or shorten the appropriate leveling feet until the carriage remains motionless. Two accessories come with the Imperial quilting frame, which are normally sold separately with other quilting frames: the speed control and the laser. To install your speed control, simply undo the Velcro and strap it to whichever end of the carriage handles you plan to work from. The instruction booklet gives more detail on the use and function of the speed control. The laser installs by loosening the knob from the shorter bolt and placing the bolt through the hole of your choice on the carriage handles. Now replace the knob onto the bolt and retighten. Next, we will review the steps to installing your quilt layers onto each rail of your frame. Each step is detailed in your instruction booklet. Installing your fabric is made easy with the special Fabri-Fast rails and Fabri-Fast tubing, which are a standard part of your quilting frame. You will first begin with the batting. Using the Fabri-Fast tubing, fasten your batting to the bottom or fourth rail. If your batting is extra thick, you may also tape the batting to the rail. After it is attached, roll it up completely onto the rail. Now you will install your quilt top. While you can install your quilt layers directly to the Fabri-Fast rails, it is recommended that you use cloth leaders, which will feed the end of your quilt into your work area when you reach the conclusion of your project. The instructions show you how to make your own cloth leaders. Or you can purchase Inspira cloth leaders that are pre-printed with guidelines to ensure proper and straight quilt installation. You will install your longest cloth leader onto the next rail above the batting rail. After installing the leader cloth to the rail, pin your quilt layer to the leader as shown. When finished, roll the leader and quilt layer onto the rail. The ratchet stops should be engaged and clicking while you do this. Engaging the ratchets will ensure that you roll the rail in the proper direction. As you roll your top, you will notice that the wrong or underside of your top is showing. Roll the top layer completely. Next, you will install the cloth leader and quilt backing to the next rail up, in the same manner as you did the quilt top. Again, be sure your ratchets are engaged. As you roll this layer onto your rail, the finished side of the backing will be showing. With all three quilt layers installed and rolled up, you'll put your final cloth leader, the most narrow piece, onto the take-up rail. Next, you will take your quilt backing and bring it up to the take-up rail. Pin your backing to the cloth leader. Next, bring your batting up to the cloth leader, laying it over your backing. Then bring up your quilt top and lay it over your batting. Now pin the quilt top and batting to the backing of your quilt. With your quilt installed, you can now apply side tension to your edges using the bungee clamps. Install your bungee clamps by sliding the ends of the bungee cords through the slots in the bungee brace from the inside of the frame. To gain side tension, grip the edge of the quilt with the clamp and cinch the cord into the narrower slot of the bungee brace. 2 clamps go on each bungee brace. This concludes your quilting frame assembly and quilt installation. Your use of the Imperial quilting frame can be enhanced with the following accessories: the Inspira Start Right cloth leader set, the Pattern Perfect template system, and the gooseneck lamp and bulb. Ask your local dealer for these fine accessories.